Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to the finale of Let's Play Secret of Mana. I am Sire Goku. In the previous video, I managed to make it through the Mana Fortress. I got a bunch of orbs. I am not backtracking again to get them out. I got a orb, backtracked out of it to get there. Then by the time I backtracked back into where I was, I had some more orbs. And as nice as it is to have more orbs, I'm not backtracking back out there again. Instead, we are going to finish this game right here. I didn't get quite all... Okay, and that should have been where the last boss was. Still, the sound is a little bit weird. I don't get why. It's not my capture card, it's just... I think the game's sound just glitched up a little bit. One of the melodies isn't playing or something, I don't know. I'm honestly not exactly sure why. It just... started being all kinds of weird, but that's not important. If this is another orb... No, it's a cup of wishes. Good, I needed more of those. Again, Terminators are really annoying because you kind of have to get critical hits on them in order to do any decent amount of damage. This may not be exactly where I left off, but it's close enough. So if I'm a little bit further behind, oh well, we'll get to the end eventually. Why did you stop mid-attack to heal yourself when I hadn't even hit you yet, Wolf Lord? You dumbass. I really want to know what happened to the sound. Oh well. Because if this screws up the final boss theme, it's gonna tick me off, but it shouldn't. I'm sure once it actually plays a new song, it'll fix itself. How am I missing you? I'm clearly smacking you right in the face. There we go. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Master Ninjas will also drop orbs. No, not Lucid Barriers, because that's gonna take forever. Main reason why Terminators are probably the hardest enemies to grind for orbs. Because their defense gets way too high and it's not even worth... At least I don't think it's worth it, grinding for weapon orbs. But considering how difficult it's been to actually hit anything lately... Yeah, it's not worth it. Watch, now watch, this is gonna be an orb. Oh, the vampire cape. Eh, still good. We'll give that to Lena. I don't know if it's that much helpful. Or that much more helpful. But it's better than nothing. Like I said, I don't know exactly what the algorithms are and all that. Freaking Lucid Barrier. I had so many critical hits and half of them didn't even register because of Lucid Barrier. There we go. Good job, guys. Yeah, get rid of him too. There we go. There we go. This should be it. Or at least we're dang close. Freaking Master Ninjas everywhere. There we go. I've cut through there. Okay, this is where you can grind these guys for orbs. This is the best place to grind on Terminators for orbs. Specifically because you're fighting so many at once, and one of them is bound to drop a chest eventually. Again, I'm not trying to get these. If I get them, it's purely coincidence. There we go. Okay, now I know we're in the right area. Because this is where we fought Gastar, but now we can go in here. Yeah, the music fixed. Dialogue!
For ages I have been searching for a human with the power to conquer this world. One born in the shadow of darkness and raised in the light of mana. Dialogue is the one. I cannot wait any longer. My body has grown weak. It is time. Using his body, I will take the Mana Fortress and rule the world.
Dialogue, resist him with all your might!
I must hurry. This body is breaking up. Help me.
Dialogue, snap out of it! Ugh, where am I? Ah, crap.
How good this new body feels. I grow strong.
Liar! You can't just steal someone's body!
My dear, I can do anything I want. Huh? Can't move.
Nina, can you hear me? It's me, Dialogue. He's too strong. I'm finished, but I can help you. Thanatos is an ancient sorcerer who sold his heart to the underworld. Though his life force is eternal, he hasn't his own body. His life force is growing darker. He feeds on hatred and destruction.
Oh, silence!
I'm so sorry I won't see you again. But I have to do this. You're Eric, right? Take care of Lena. Dialogue! Stop it! Please, Dialogue, stop it!
I forbid this. Just when I was to be reborn, I must withdraw. Give me your bodies.
And this is Thanatos. This is Thanatos, or better known as the Dark Lich. He's got several different attacks. Right now he's in the process of using his most dangerous attack. When he's underground like that, if he gets close to you, he's going to do tons of damage. Now you can be cheap and spam Lucent Beam on him because he is weak to light, but if he attacks you while he's underground like that, it's pretty much an instant kill. So stay as far away from him as humanly possible. He is going to move. I believe that's the only way you can get him to actually get out of the ground. Yeah, there you go. And he's going to use a lot of different attacks. He pretty much uses every spell. He pretty much uses every spell in the game. They're all max level. He's definitely the most difficult boss you will face in this game. I'd say probably even harder than the final boss. Because, spoiler warning, Thanatos is not the final boss. I'm gonna still call him Thanatos. His real name is actually Dark Lich, but he's Thanatos. He's not, again, like most bosses, he can be beaten really easily using magic. He can be beaten extremely easy using magic, but I'm going to try and take him on legitimately. Another thing you can do is while he's in the ground like that, gives you time to charge up your attacks. He does have really high defense though. And as you may have guessed, the biggest spells he's going to use are shade magic. And they're all going to be level 8 spells. So unless you, and even at my current level, his spells are doing over 100. He's still really difficult. So don't take him too lightly. Ow. Case in point there. Yeah, definitely stay away from him when his hands are out like that. Oh shit, I have no magic. You have to use a Mix Mallet. Thank you. He has 6,666 HP. Yes, I'm pretty sure that was intentional. So yes, this battle is going to take a long time if you don't use magic. Heck, even if you use magic. Even if you use magic, he's gonna take a while. He's typically gonna stay in one spot like this if you're lucky. But he does have really high HP. If you want to grind your spells up, I don't blame you, but there he goes, he's gone. The seal on Triad's mana magic is gone. Oh. Dialogue! Lena. Oh shit. What the? Let's get out of here! Ah! What is it? Phew. I'm okay. Just dizzy. Uh-oh. We have to get out of here now! Don't worry, there's no time limit to get out. It takes 2 seconds. There we go. It's a mana beast! Isn't it a... That's a mistranslation. She's supposed to... If it was translated correctly, she should say it looks like Flammy, because... No. I guess Flammies were once mana beasts. What it's saying is that dragons like Flammy used to be mana beasts, and they became good. Hurry, or the mana beast will ruin the world! Come on, do it! I can't. I won't hurt a mana beast. I can't. They're only trying to restore mana. And... Mark, if you use up all your mana power, you'll disappear. Oh no! Right. I can't go through with this. What do you mean? I'm not gonna kick the bucket. My world is separate from this one. It just means I won't see you again. Oh. Okay, if we don't stop the mana beast, your world is finished, right? Everything will perish. Trees, animals, people. That must not happen. You have the mana sword. You must save the world. You have no choice. Oh, thanks for putting all the pressure on me, damn it. You made a vow to your mother, the mana tree, right? I'll be okay. Alright. You're sure? Of course. Later, Lena. And this is the final boss. The Mana Beast. Take the sword. We'll cast mana magic, then... Mana sword will appear. And so, we begin the final battle. No, I'm not starting a new freaking video for this. This is the final boss. I am going to finish this game right here. Now, the Mana Beast has max HP and is going to hurt you a lot. Right now, he's using one of his attacks, which is just a spinning, blah. He's going to spin at you with fire. You're going to want to cast Lucid Barrier because it's going to help immensely to block most of his attacks. You can be super cheap. And you can use Lunar Magic. But I'm not going to do that. What you have to do is you have to cast Mana Magic first. Cast it with Lena, and then cast it again. You have to cast it with both the sprite and the girl at the same time. Otherwise it won't work. And doing that, you've revived the Mana Sword. You can... This is the only real decent way to damage him, is using the Mana Sword. And you can... The Mana Sword is only active for a set amount of time. See, after a certain number of hits, like most of your magic attacks, it's going to fade, it's going to wear off after a while. So you're going to have to be careful. But that's essentially all he's going to do. You have very limited movement, and most of his attacks are undodgeable. Specifically the Fire Breath attack there. Once your magic fades, though, you're going to have to cast Mana Magic on your sword again. Other than that, there's not much else to say about this fight. It's very epic. I mean, look how freaking huge this thing is. And only your main character is going to be doing any sort of damage to it. Again, depending on the level. Depending on what level Dryad is, it's going to last longer. The Mana Sword will last longer after you cast this Mana Magic. Since it's level 1, I only get so many. I don't get as many shots as I normally would with it. But this is specifically why I collected, or why I bought as many freaking fairy walnuts as I possibly could. Because you need your magic to be as high. You need to have max magic throughout this entire thing, otherwise you're going to die. You can't hurt him without the mod. You can't hurt him at all without... Well, actually, I don't know if that's necessarily true. You probably can hit him without using Mana Magic on your sword. But it would take a lot longer that way. And one more, and he's done. Mark! He's gone. I didn't even say goodbye. Mark. Mark, I'll never forget you. Text box? Sorry about that. Ever. text box, you ruined the moment. Me too. And Dialog too. Yeah, Dialog's dead. That sucks. But we must be strong. Damn it, Thanatos, you bastard. The Mana Beast is turning into snow. For some reason. And that is Secret of Mana. Oh, what can I say about this game that I haven't already said? This is the RPG I grew up on that made me love action art. That made me love active battle RPGs. This is the first action battle RPG that I ever played. Similarly to things like Tales games, where you don't have to wait for your turn. You just go in the battle and you just fight. It's, with the exception of some translation issues due to, I guess, just poor judgment on the translator's part, I guess. This is probably in my top 3 Super Nintendo RPGs. Well, top 5. I'd say this, along with Mario RPG, Final Fantasy VI, Earthbound, and Final Fantasy IV. With all the minor technical things it has wrong with it, it does so much right that I just love it. And I can play it over and over again and never get tired of it. It leads to... While there are a lot of different weapons that you can use, it leads to a lot of customizing that's actually pretty fun if you take the time to deal with it. Yes, having 8 different weapons can be a little bit jarring, and it takes up a lot of space, and you have to manage your weapon experience and stuff. You don't have to do that. You can specifically choose to only have 1 weapon per character, and the other 5 weapons just kind of sit there. It's not a smart idea, but it's also, the game is not saying, hey, you have to level grind all your weapons and magic to beat this game. If anything, if you want a challenge, I'd say don't level up. If you want a challenge, I'd say don't level up your magic at all, because magic breaks this game immensely. I mean, just Luna herself, just moon magic giving you auto-criticals for a set number of turns is broken enough. Anyway, this is the main character and the girl just going back around the world, telling everyone, hey, we saved the world, we killed Thanatos and stopped the Mana Beast. All the canon travel brothers are together. I thought there was more than 4. Oh well. As I said before, this game's original title was going to be Final Fantasy Adventure 2. It was the second game in the Secret of Mana series, or in Japan it's known as Senken Densetsu. If you want to play the first game, it's Final Fantasy Adventure or Sword of Mana. Personally, I would prefer playing Final Fantasy Adventure on the Game Boy. Only because I've never actually played Sword of Mana. Sword of Mana has the same graphical style as Secret of Mana, but it has... Sword of Mana is a remake of Final Fantasy Adventure with the graphic style of Secret of Mana. It's for Game Boy Advance. Again, since I never played it, I can't really judge it on Final Fantasy Adventure, which I did play. But this game does borrow a lot from Final Fantasy Adventure. A lot of the character sprites are the same. A lot of the enemy sprites were roughly the same. Being it's a Game Boy game, the graphics weren't as pretty as this. I mean, it's black and white and pixelated, but what are you gonna do? It was also more simplified, where you only had 4 weapons, and you didn't have to level grind them. You just got upgrades to them as the game went along. It also... It also, because it was called Final Fantasy Adventure, just to make it sell better, it had a lot of Final Fantasy-ish things in it. Biggest one being Chocobo instead of Flammy. But hey, I can finally go back to Podos because I saved the world. But as for Secret of Mana, it took everything that was Final Fantasy Adventure and just made it better. With few exceptions. The one big complaint I have about this game is the computer AI, and I've been saying that throughout the entire Let's Play. The computer's AI in this game, for the two characters you're not controlling, are terrible. Even if you set their strategies to do something, like stay far away from enemies, or only cast magic and stuff, they'll still be stupid, and they'll get stuck on corners really easily. That's probably it's probably just programming limitations of the Super Nintendo, or they just didn't play test it enough. Oh look, Mark's okay. He may not be in the Sprite Village, but I guess all the sprites went back to the other world that they came from. And that would be him sitting on the tree right there. I assume this is supposed to imply that he's back in his world and everything's okay for him. But yeah, this game is beautiful. I love this game to death. I can play it over and over and over again and never get tired of it. I know I didn't talk a lot, and I probably did a better job of this my original Let's Play. I apologize for that. It might have just been that I had been away from commentary for so long that I couldn't think of much to say for half the game. But I would totally recommend this game if you have a Wii. If you still have the Wii, and I think the Wii Shop channel is still up, download this game because it's amazing. Or if you have to resort to a ROM, go ahead, because you'd probably be paying a lot to find a vintage Super Nintendo cartridge of it. But this is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm glad I got to play through it again. And I'll probably play it multiple times in the future. Maybe not as a Let's Play, hopefully. Because the reason why I redid this was because my old YouTube channel got deleted by accident. So I had to redo this Let's Play. I will slowly go back into the process of redoing my old Let's Plays. I've already kind of done that with Mega Man, and I did this. But I don't think I'm going to jump to any of my previous Let's Plays for a while. I want to do Tales of Symphonia 1 again, but that is in super long RPG, and I just finished this one. It's nowhere near as long as this game, but I think I'm going to take a break from RPGs for a while. So, for those of you that were watching this, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching it all the way through. Even if you only watched this video, thank you for watching. So again, I'm going to take a small break from Let's Plays before doing my next one. Because this game was longer than I thought it was going to be. It was actually shorter than the first time I did it, but oh well. But yeah, I'll take a break, and who knows, my next Let's Play might actually have Advanced Logic and Luigi 01 co-commentating. We'll see. But for now, this has been Sire Goku. Thanks once again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next Let's Play.